Welcome back to Logie Builds. Got my buddy Spencer, my other buddy JP here. We're gonna work on the John Deere, which past Logan knows that it has a bad intake. So we got that in the mail that came today, and we're gonna go back to past Logan and we'll come back to you guys when we're back to now. So from what I can remember on this thing, it hasn't ran in about 3 years, I think, 2 or 3 years, maybe longer. I really don't remember. We're just gonna throw some gas in it and see what happens. Got gas in it now. This sled is a premix sled. So you gotta actually mix your oil in the gas tank. This is our mixing cup. We want to mix a 50-to-1 for 2 gallons. So we're going to fill to about there with oil. I'm going to go a little heavy because this thing's a little deformed and goofy. Can't really hurt it if you put too much oil in, but too lean it could get ugly. I might go halfway between 2 and 2.5, like right there. Yeah, well, I'll call that good. Great. Pour plan. Sure, all of it, as much as you can get within reason. It's not rocket science, it's a snowmobile. And I like to shake the snowmobile. I like to do that just a little bit, just to mix it up a little more. But I doubt it'll start the way it is. I think I'm gonna have to blow air down the tank into the carb, but we're gonna try it just for kicks. Oh. I don't know what's happening, but we're just gonna, oh man. Come on, go back in. There. That's, all right. Well. I don't know if it's being goofy or if the battery is just dead. We're gonna hook a jump pack up to it just for now. Let's try it now. We're gonna blow some air down on the gas tank. Don't take much air. It just takes a little bit. What you want to look for, I'm not going to be able to show you guys very well, but what you want to look for is to see the gas coming in. I can't. Maybe if you turn the gas on, it would help. So there I'm watching the gas go up and around and through. Now I'm seeing it go into the carburetor. Do it for another couple seconds. Alright, and then we'll just like that. It don't take a lot of air.
So this thing is idling at like a bazillion RPM. So I'm gonna try to adjust it. This snowmobile specifically is very, it's super goofy. Maybe all it needs is just a little adjustment and it's fine. This isn't looking particularly good. Okay. Another half turn. This thing was turned out like 3 turns. I think this sled needs a new carburetor. So we'll go up to hello to 2. So now we're 2 turns out. you guys just saw that it was kind of, the idle kept wanting to go up on its own. I'm thinking there's a air leak somewhere, whether it's crank seals or in the carb or somewhere else. I don't know, but it's acting goofy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take this out today. So I don't know. It's acting weird. It wants to just keep going up. So I don't know. I don't know why. So upon my own inspections, I have determined that our carb boot is probably unhappy. But just for proof of concept, there it goes. You little thing. Spray in there and it dies. That shouldn't make any difference at all when you spray down in there. At all, for any reason. If it was sealed correctly. Now I'm also going to spray down by the crank seals and see what happens. I angered it this time. Definitely a leak there. So I don't know, for some reason it kind of wants to behave a little bit better, but there's obviously something wrong, and I think that means that we're not going to be able to take this out. So maybe I'll be able to source one before then, but I don't know.
Well, guys, we're getting the tripod quick so we can pull this out. We're going to need all hands on deck, so all three of us are going to have to yank this bit. Pretty kind of tight here to try to work on it as it sits with the hood open and everything. There's not much really room to get work done on it. So we're going to drag it out into this open area over here to get it done.
Shifts in wintertime pretty bad.
Oh, you know how normal buildings expand and contract like
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you build one? This one, yeah.
Okay.
This building's built on a spring because the people that built this building were of ultra high intelligence. So, you know, they were an alien species that had much more knowledge and power than we did. So they decided that it would be the best to build this one on a natural spring. So when you dig down 2 feet, it's just water.
Future Logie back here.
Yup.
Now we're working on this thing to get the gasket replaced. The
Yup.
rubber fitting.
Yup. Come on, you.
We got Toolman JP in the background. And I'm
Yup.
cameraman behind me.
There we go.
Behind y'all.
What a goofy piece this is.
It's got an inner sleeve too.
It's so weird. And then there's a metal thing right here. John Deere engineers in the 80s doing all that cocaine. Okay, oh, it's doing something. That wasn't very tight. So yeah, guys, this is a 12 millimeter bolt that holds this on. I think this will work just fine. All right, yeah, we're doing it the right way. The bolt I threw is down here. It is so dirty down there. I'm gonna completely ignore that. Lay carburet there. On.
Alright, you don't need scrapers or the scotch plate.
Correct. Scotch Brite you can throw out the small piece. I want you to be a little more up. There we go. Make sure this guy's nice and tight. It's probably plenty. Oh yeah, she's good. That is so dirty in there. What? Or no, it's not. Hold on, let me see the light. It's a crank seal. It is a crank seal. Did you see how when it was backfiring, it was coming out right there?
Well, guys, that did not work out very well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take this to the Shatek vintage ride. Probably not. This is probably going to be a summer project. It sucks. It really does. That intake was bad. There was a problem there, as I showed you guys. Is what it is. We'll have to get some new crank seals and do what we can there. Yeah, all I can say is it sucks. I'm going to leave it here for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you like what you see. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, don't die.